Welcome back. And moving on to this journey, let's explore how self awareness can help us in exploring new opportunities in life. There are five key things which I want to share with you in this video so that you'll get benefit out of it and you'll give a thought to these things which you might not have noticed earlier. The number one is saying goodbye to our comfort zone. We feel safe, we feel comfortable, we enjoy that comfort zone. But when it comes to new opportunities or moving ahead in life, it needs to move out of that comfort zone. And how we are going to do that? It's easy to talk about it that let's move on to our comfort zone, but what actually it needs? It needs exploration. This will be the way, starting from planning and then execution. To move out of our comfort zone, we need to look out more opportunities. We need to look out more prospects. We have to see where we are lacking and then we have to learn more skills. Are you ready for it? It can be strenuous, it can be painful. That's why people love being in their comfort zone. For example, if a person is joined as assistant manager and he is satisfied with his job, with the fear of more workload, they don't explore for new opportunities within their department. They don't apply for higher job. They don't apply for higher better positions because then they have to work more, they have to learn more, and they restrict their own growth. Experimenting with new things needs learning, require learning and applying those skills into our work. So if you are ready to it, I believe in one thing that if a student is ready, master appears. So if you are ready to move out of your comfort zone, there are numerous ways to learn various skills which you can learn and move on to better positions in your work. The same thing applies to relationships as well. Once a person started enjoying a particular kind of lifestyle, they don't want to move on to the next level. And here, the thing matters whether you want to remain in that comfort zone or you want to move out of it. Because one quick example I want to share with you that if a person wants to lose weight and he's scared of going to gym or doing some squats or other exercises, other weightlifting exercises, if the doing of those things is creating a fear within the person is never going to lose weight. But once you enter the gym and you enjoy that aura, the kind of music played in the gym, and once you started with that rhythm, nothing is going to stop you, and maintain it in your habit. I discussed earlier as well in one of my videos that it takes just 10 days to develop a habit. Once you start going at one particular time to the gym, nothing can stop you. So keep moving and think to move out of your comfort zone. Start learning new skills. Here on one quick note, I also want to share that if you are interested in starting your online business, online work, click on the link below. These are my affiliate links. So you can start your online working as well. You have some knowledge, or if you don't have, just learn and share that knowledge with the world. With your online work, there is Namecheap to get your domain, and there is Bluehost to host your website. That is called the place where your website is going to reside. And the email marketing system of GetResponse is wonderful. I am using all these products and I am so satisfied. Please honor it and start your online work today. And a 365 days manifestation technique which is going to help you in creating a 365-day manifestation for you, those particular magical words which will bring magic in your life. Click on the link below and get it now. Honor that knowledge and the information I'm sharing with you, and I am satisfied with these products. That's why I'm promoting it. Moving on to the next, see what areas you can improve. Life is all about improvement. I can't say that I'm perfect every time. No. I need to see where I'm lacking, in which area I'm lacking. What is that particular aspect of my personality in which I'm lacking, and then I have to work on that. Somewhere, sometime, we are counselors of ourselves and we know, but we don't accept. So accept it and improve, work on it. The thing which helps in exploring new opportunities in our life is get yourself a mentor. Reason being, if there is someone to guide us and that particular person must have knowledge, practical as well as professional. I read a book, Rich Dad Poor Dad. It's a wonderful book. You must be knowing about it. After reading it, I started to rethink about my career, which was lost 7 years back. I have not read that book, I would not have been in this space. Thanks to the writer of the book. Like, on this journey of your emotional intelligence, I am your mentor. And it is my promise to you that I'll get through you with all your life obstacles, through all those experiences I have undergone in a very small age. I have learned so much that I'm able to share that knowledge with you. So, get yourself a mentor. Find any person. It can be your boss, it can be your friend, it can be your mother, your parents, it can be your spouse, and sometimes it can be your own child as well. Don't hesitate. Just go with the flow. And you will see miracles, magic happening in your life. The moment you are open to these new opportunities of life, you will see things coming in. So enjoy all these opportunities. Another thing which I want to keep track of your accomplishments, be it small one. Like just today itself, when I am making this video, today itself I did a longer plank. Earlier I used to did a 30-second plank. Today I did a 1-minute plank, and it's making me so happy. It's an accomplishment for me, and to enjoy it, I have made a nice coffee that I'm enjoying. Small accomplishments of my life. This is what I want from you as well. As you accomplish anything, as you fulfill anything in your life, it can be a small task. Give a pat on your shoulder and don't forget to celebrate it. Make a nice food. Even if you make a salad, it's fine. It's perfectly fine. You are enjoying that accomplishment, and this is what is going to matter in your life. This is going to help you in moving ahead and achieving more accomplishments. Why do you always curse that I don't have this, or I don't have this, or I don't have that? We have everything within us. The happiness lies within us. So we just have to explore that and keep enjoying. Hello, welcome to this series of self-awareness. Self-awareness is nothing but a knowledge of our own emotions, a knowledge of our own thoughts, and their impact on all those persons who are around us. A self-aware person can objectively evaluate and validate their emotions. Self-aware people are able to perceive that whether their thoughts, their actions, their emotions are in line with their internal standards or not. So they are in a position to evaluate their overall personality in an objective manner. And if they can do it, it's going to affect their personal as well as their professional life. For example, so if I learn that how I'll be able to manage it at that particular moment of time, I'll be able to handle better cordial relations with my colleagues at my home, in my personal as well as professional life. So I want to talk about 7 skills which a person should be aware of to have self-awareness. The number 1 skill is open-mindedness. Open-mindedness is that person is able to receive gestures, comments, critical reviews, as well as appraisals in a calm way. It means nothing is going to disturb them. If we can make our inner self so strong, and this can happen only if we know our weaknesses and we are ready to work on it. So as I have discussed this thing in my emotional freedom blueprint as well, that accept your personality. If you will keep on arguing on it and keep on disguising it, this is not going to work. Let all these things come to you. It's very natural. People will say, people will talk, but why do it's going to affect me until unless I allow those things to disturb me? Let them talk. If they are talking, it's okay, it's fine, it's their personality. Why it's disturbing you? It's their nature. Let them suffer, let them speak. Why it's disturbing me? Make our personality so strong. Make your inner aura so strong that nothing can disturb you. To have an open-mindedness is the first key. The second skill is know your emotional triggers. As I said earlier as well, that somewhere in our heart knows that what is our emotional trigger. What is that particular thing is going to disturb me, and if you'll observe it on personal level, you'll find that it will be only one word, one circumstance, one happening, one situation which is disturbing you again and again. Just observe it. Whenever you are upset, just observe it, that what has happened that disturbed you, and you are disturbed throughout the day. So if we can control that particular moment, that particular situation in a beautiful way, so whole day will be saved, our work productivity will not be disturbed, we'll be more centered, more focused on our work, and can create a positivity around us. It is going to help in self-motivation as well as in self-confidence. If we are at peace from the inner side, it has a different impact on our work. Even if it has disturbed you earlier, but not from now onwards, because this is my motto, to have to inculcate a self-awareness in you. The third skill is set your boundaries. A person, if will not set their boundaries in speaking, in their gestures, it's going to spoil all relationships. And once we are able to set this boundary around us, other people with whom we are encountering, they will also learn that what are their boundaries, and they will not speak beyond that. So first, we have to work on us. If I'll speak politely, I don't think that the person with whom I'm talking will not speak or will not give a polite gesture, a polite return to me. First, control your language, your tone. And one thing which I have learned is that when I have set my own boundaries in my language, in my gesture, in my tone, in my eye contact, in my body language, it is helping me in creating others' boundaries as well. Now all those people around me know that if they'll cross their limit, they'll have to face it. My eye contact tells what are your boundaries, and no one dares to enter my personal boundaries. So that kind of self-awareness I'm talking about. Another skill which a self-awareness person can have is embrace your intuitions. All of us somewhere sometime has the positivity of intuitions. This is gifted to us by God, that if something wrong is going to happen, we start feeling uneasy, and this happens. This is very true. So when we have these kind of intuitions, please rely on those intuitions and work accordingly. In my own personal case, my heart started beating fast, and I came to realize that something is going to happen. It may not be very big, but even if it's a small thing, we can control it. So embrace your intuitions, and it works as miracles. Just one incident I want to share, that I had an appointment with the doctor. I realized that she is not going to come. All of a sudden, I realized my heart started beating fast and I cancelled it. And I got information from hospital that the doctor is on 1 week leave. So I believe on my intuitions, and the more self-aware you are, the more positive intuitions you can have. It can be about situations, it can be about some happenings in your life, it can be related to any area. The more you are going to be self-aware, the more intuitive you can be. And it's not speculation. Please don't go into that. Intuition is our clear, pure heart messages which we are able to receive. Another skill which a self-aware person should acquire is practice self-discipline. It is very, very important. If we want to be other persons to be self-disciplined, first you do it yourself. It is important to complete your goals, your everyday tasks. It is important to set boundaries for yourself, and if we can project ourselves as self-disciplined person, we can motivate our whole team, we can motivate our colleagues, and we'll be the leaders in our organization. And only leaders can take their companies ahead. So practice self-discipline. Another skill which a self-aware person should acquire is be mindful of your strengths and weaknesses. Somewhere in our heart, we all know what are our strengths and what are our weaknesses. So work on that. Work on strengths to make them more positive, more powerful, and work on your weaknesses so that they do not disturb you. They do not create hindrance in your work. One tip I want to give here is that as you get up in the morning, do not look at your mobiles and stay focused on your everyday routine. If you can do that, the unnecessary emails, the unnecessary social media messages are not going to disturb you. So if you can do it that by 9 a.m., do not touch your mobile and see it later on. You look at your mobiles at 6 a.m. or when you look at your mobiles at 9 a.m. Those 3 hours are sufficient enough to manage your everyday goal, to accomplish it and move forward. Another thing which a self-aware person should learn, stay focused. If you are able to maintain your everyday goals, your weekly goals, your monthly goals, that is going to bring a difference. What I do, I spend weekend every Saturday and Sunday to make and write my 6-day goals. When I am able to accomplish my weekly goal, I work on monthly goal. Then I work on 90 days goal and then the yearly goals. So this pre-planning is more important as compared to execution. And this is going to help you in focusing in the present moment. I hope with these self-awareness skills will lead a happy, contented life. Bye-bye. Catch up in the next video. Hi friends, I being a mom always conscious about how we can inculcate values in our child, and I want to share that particular knowledge with you so that it's going to benefit everyone and all those who are watching this video. These are very small things, and sometimes we think that we know everything, but when it comes to its execution, few links are missing, and if we can work on that, we can really make a difference. So in this video, I want to talk about how we can teach self-awareness to kids, starting from age 1 itself. Isn't it amazing? Starting from age 1 itself. If we allow the child to communicate freely with us, this is first step. That allow your child to communicate freely with us. You might have observed that as in the schools, children are started going to schools at an early age these days. At 3+ they are in play, and then in 4+ they are in school. So at 3+ itself, child is of 3 years, and when it comes to facing on stages, nowadays play schools also organize different kind of varieties to showcase the talent of the children. So it means there are inherited, inborn talents in the children, which these are the natural talents which are nurtured by the schools and at the personal level as well. So if at the age of 3 some child are able to face stages with confidence, and there are some who are shy, who started crying and don't want to speak in front of people, what is exactly going on? If we look at the pattern, and here lies the difference in parenting. These are those children whose parents have given them a platform to communicate freely with themselves. And once this habit is developed, child is able to communicate with everyone freely and in a comfortable way. They know that they have learned the language, they have learned the tone, they have learned the gestures, and slowly, gradually, they keep on working on it. And those children who are not able to face the audience, are always shy, these are those children whose parents have not worked on these things. So this is first thing, that start communication with your children freely and give them a comfortable platform that they vomit out what's going on inside. Once this habit is developed, child will be able to express themselves freely, comfortably, and it's not going to stuck in any health issues, in any mental issues later on in their age. This is very, very important. The second thing which has to be taken care of, that be a role model. If we keep on giving suggestions to the child but we don't do ourselves as a parent, please don't expect they are not going to do. And when you are doing it themselves and child is observing you, they are learning subconsciously and they are going to follow it in their life. For example, that I have a habit of distributing some food items on Mondays. I never asked my son to do it, but now I have seen that as he is growing up, he is following it himself. I never asked him, I never teach him, but I projected myself as a role model and he started following it. He was observing it subconsciously and now he is following it. The other thing, and very, very important, is be a listener and teach the child to solve the problems rather than feeding them with the problems, that this is the problem and this is the solution. If child is not prepared for the exam, teach them how to handle it. Once you are able to feed this thing in the mind that there is a solution to every problem, instead of making the problem bigger, bigger and more bigger by talking about it more and more, just minimize it and delete it from the child's life. Once you are able to feed this thing in the mind that there is a solution to every problem, and teach them to solve themselves. Once this habit is developed, once this is feeded in the blood of the child is always going to take an initiative and they'll never be scared of any problems, and this is not going to hit their life because they know that there is a solution and they'll find out, they'll work on it and they'll find the way. We are always on crossroads. I always teach my children that we are always on crossroads. So we have to make a decision that whether we want to choose a right way or a wrong way. Always choose the right path. When you talk about these things with your child at a very small age, child is going to learn it that I have to choose the right way, the right path only. And this will make the difference when he'll move out. He'll be more socialized, he'll be more confident, and he or she will be a successful person in their life. This is all about self-awareness with kids. Please give it a thought and work on it. Bye-bye.